Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to the presentation, the channel, the blog, the article, the short story, whatever you want to call it. The sun is trying to get out. It's about 81 degrees here in Austin, Texas, and I am in a stream, a runoff bank of some kind, a water creek, reservoir, an artery of a body of water that I'm not sure exists or I'm familiar with, but if you can see very far down, you will see it. A couple of items today of interest in history. On the 16th of February in 1802, West Point was founded. 1802 West Point. If you've never been to West Point on the Hudson River in the state of New York, it is beautiful. A beautiful location for a school of combat, defense, offense, security. West Point, 1802. Attention! You had a good home, but you left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. In 1926, the first liquid-propelled rocket, the first liquid-propelled rocket, 1926. If you'll notice, the items of interest today all have to do with defense or offense, depending on which side you're on, and I guess conflict. Yes, whether you like it or not, we've been stationed on the warring planet. If you were from another planet and you look down on this beautiful blue ball called Earth, you'd say, those poor son of a guns, that's the warring planet. They can't seem to get along. Whether it's this, or whether it's that, or whether it's this, or whether it's that, or whether it's because of this, or because of her, or because of him, it all goes back to Cleopatra. Can we all just get along? Evidently not on this beautiful blue ball called Earth. I'll pan up just a bit so you can see the sky, just trying to peek through these overcast clouds on this beautiful, balmy March day in the center of the United States of America. So they must have been, again, wetting their pants when they got the first liquid propellant rocket. And what I think it means, I didn't do any research on this because I guess the rocket carries its own fuel, and then the fuel is ignited, and they use that fuel to propel the rocket into the enemy target, or perhaps into outer space, or both. 1945, the U.S. captured the island of Iwo Jima during World War II. The island of Iwo Jima. I was stationed on the island of Okinawa, which was also a casualty-rich, violent battle. The Battle of Okinawa and the Battle of Iwo Jima. After these two major battles, Tokyo was next. And they deemed that the invasion of Tokyo or the mainland Japan would cost too many American lives. It would be a bloodbath. So they opted out of a ground invasion and opted in to, as what we know now, as the atomic attack on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which was very successful in the fact that it ended the war and forced the Japanese to surrender immediately, if not sooner. Yeah, when you get hit with atomic weapons, it's time to bargain. It's time to deal. It's time to surrender. And in 1968, there was that famous, not so famous, a lot of people don't even know. I don't know if they've covered this in history books or deleted it. It's 1968, the My Lai massacre. That was a group of U.S. combat troops that were ordered to go on a seek and destroy mission in Viet Cong territory, the North Viet Cong as they were called, territory, on a seek and destroy mission. It was a heavily entrenched Viet Cong, North Viet Cong territory. So the Marines, I think they were Marines, or they could have been Army as well. I don't bet the house on it, but they were American troops, American forces. Well, I know they weren't Navy, and they weren't Air Force, so they had to be Army or Marines. I know they weren't the Coast Guard. You had to get home and you left. So it was either the Marines or the Army. So let's put that to rest. And 500 civilians, villagers were taken that day by U.S. forces. So it was, again, it was like, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. All we know is what happened is the results of what happened. So I'm not even going to speculate what happened. It happened, and 500 civilians, villagers, women and children, men, old, senior citizens, you name it, probably even some of their livestock, their homes, were taken quite brutally. So that's what happened today. That was only 4 items today in history. So a lot of people, they say they want me to focus the camera on me, and I'm not terribly sure how to do that, or unwilling to do that. This is some of the nature that you see here in Austin, Texas, but I found something that I think everyone is going to be quite... Look at the size of that tree. That tree is no longer with us, but you can see what's left of that huge tree. But I found something today on my walk that I find extremely, very interesting, very rare. Very rare. I don't think this has been documented before. I will send this tape over to the National Archives in Washington. I will get in touch with the National Institute of Wildlife. I will talk to my friends at the Los Angeles Zoo and the San Diego Zoo. I am a member of the Zoologist Enthusiasts group. And I found something today that I think will be of interest to just about everybody. As you can see, this is the male picnic table. You can tell it's the male picnic table because its top table is very much longer than the female, or in this case, the wife picnic table. This picnic table, as you can see, is much shorter. And you can tell it's a female picnic table because it only has one support. See this support here? It only has one. So this is the wife. And these are not adolescents by any means. This husband and wife have been together for quite some time. This is the husband again. This, I think, could be an adopted nephew or niece. Let me check. Yep, this is a male. Only has one. This is an adopted nephew, or perhaps a niece, a cousin, somebody visiting. You can tell that this female is not as old as mommy over here and daddy over here. And what I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind, because like I said, this is not, to my knowledge, been documented, videoed. Perhaps it's not even, this is as big as Bigfoot. This is huge. And I'm just gonna pan around, I'm gonna get it over with, and I'm gonna show you what mommy and daddy did. Look at this. Wind is blowing pretty good. I hope it's not going to rain on this presentation. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brand new infant baby picnic tables. Unbelievable. This is something that I was shocked to see, and I know you're probably sitting down now. You can't believe to capture this in real time. These are brand new offspring. I never thought that they could produce, let me count them again because it's just overwhelming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 offspring. I'll get up on the cousin. And you can get this view from up above. This is unbelievable. 6, there I go. 6 offspring. And I believe there are 5 males and 1 female. Because again, the females, let me go over here. The female has only 1. That's the female sex part, only 1. You only need 1. Everybody knows that. And the rest, as you can see, have 3. 3. Oh my God! I am taken aback. 3 over here, as you can see. 3, 1, 2, and 3. 3 over here. Can you see it? 1, 2, and 3. Here's the female. It's a softer type of. You can just tell that's a female offspring. They're gathered today, just like any offspring that are born. They stay in groups. Eventually, as they get older, they will branch out and spread out. What you see normally in nature. And again, over here, you see 3, so that indicates it's a male. I just couldn't believe it. I knew about mom and dad, and I knew about the visiting cousin or nephew. I haven't got the right information on to see exactly who this one is, but it's probably a relative of some kind. It could be a single mom. I don't know. So dad, mom, holy cow! You knocked it out of the park. For the life of me, I'm going to get up on mom, if that's okay, right on top of the table, and show you the best video I can of this remarkable. I've just never seen this in the wild. I don't think this has ever been. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. So they all look very healthy. They all look, very, very healthy. They I don't know what else to say. They look healthy. They look sturdy. They look strong. It looks like they've been eating. It looks like they've been feeding. Mom has got enough milk for all 6. I can't believe there's 6 actually. And like I said, as they get older, they will wean themselves off mom's milk, and they will become independent children of God, I guess. I don't know if I'm getting too deep for some of you. I didn't mean to mention the word God. I know that's a turnoff for a lot of people today. You mention God and they just lose their pants. Anyway, they'll branch out, they'll separate. Some will go to parks, some will go to institutions, some will be adopted out to churches. And we know there's enough churches in Texas to fill a church house. And some will go to the beach, some will go to lakefront territory, some will be bought by private citizens. People that can afford their own picnic table of this size. It'll go to private people. These things are not going to go cheap. Some, unfortunately, might wind up in zoos. So it runs the gamut. But they look healthy, and I'm amazed. I'm amazed, and I hope you're as amazed as I am. I'm going to flip this phone around now so you can see me, and you'll see the amazed look on my face. And like I said, I don't know how this works. I've got my selfie stick. I've never looked at myself with the selfie stick. I'm gonna turn it around, and then you can see me how surprised I am. So you saw me. I was surprised. There's no doubt about it. And yeah, I'm gonna have to call the zoo people. I have friends in the San Francisco Zoo. I have colleagues in the San Diego Zoo. Of course, Los Angeles has a beautiful zoo. I'm going to reach out to the overseas. I might even contact the United Nations. They have a zoology a dedicated representative that takes care of issues regarding wildlife. And this is just unbelievable. So I'm going to leave it at this. I'm going to get to know them, and I guess just sit in awe. Just awe. I'm just awed. You know what I mean? I'm blown away is what I'm trying to say. And there's Dad. Dad must be so proud. And here I'm standing on Mom. I think it's okay. Mom's been through a lot. To have 6 newborn picnic tables and still be able to stand on her own 2 feet, and she seems to be taking it all in stride. So I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm just gonna walk away so you can see it, you can believe it. You can probably this video I'm gonna give up to anybody. You can reproduce it, you can show it to your friends. Maybe you want to send it to school or school programs or educational programs. I'm not going to copyright it. You will not get in trouble. I will leave the description in the description box, the location, the latitude, the longitude, exactly where I am. So you'll be able to zoom on this with a Google Earth perhaps, or a Google Earth. And I mean, it is unbelievable. I've never seen such a healthy litter than these 6 beautiful, beautiful infants. Oh my God, unbelievable. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm glad you were able to witness this, and I hope you're as excited as I am. Oh my God, oh my God. This is, I can't, I just can't believe it. I just can't.